This is Holly again. So, um, so were you in the last class as well?
Yeah,
Yeah. So you're just studying English all day?
not all day, half day.
Half day? Awesome. That's great. Do you feel like you are having the opportunity to improve your skills?
Well, I'm not sure yet if I
Mhm.
can improve my skills
Mhm. Yeah.
by
Okay.
by these lessons.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. That's what the week is to see the free trial. So that's great. So, yeah. So what time is it now in Siberia?
Oh, it's 1 p.m.
Ah, okay. Yeah. I think I first met you at 9 a.m. So have you been studying the whole time? Every hour?
Excuse me.
I first met you when it was 9 a.m. your time, I think. Have you been
It,
studying each hour?
it was 9 a.m. and
Yeah, the first class. So, but you have not taken a break, right? Or have you taken a
no,
break?
no, I took an hour break
Oh,
and
okay. Okay. So you did take a break. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Um, yeah, this class is just a little bit of everything. Um, just about the number four. We'll do some idioms. We'll look at some pictures. We'll answer some questions, and then also try to name four things for this or for that. It's kind of interesting. So yeah, we'll see who else shows up, and I think the other class is still going on, possibly. So anyway, so what do you do?
I'm a programmer.
Uh huh. Okay. All right. And do you enjoy that job?
Not all the time, but yes, enjoy.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's a very interesting job.
It seems like most of the people, it seems like that I've met from Siberia, have been working in computers. So is that a real common job in your area of the world?
No,
No.
actually, it's because you you do a job remotely.
Mhm.
Of course, you will meet the people who who into technologies, and
Mhm. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
it's obviously for me.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Who knows? Maybe you'll have a private lesson. I don't know. So at Friday and Saturday nights in my time, which would be Friday and Saturday morning, or Saturday and Sunday morning your time, is actually quite slow. Some classes are large, but most are kind of small. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get started. So we have these five items. What do these items have to do with the number four? Oh, we have somebody that's come. Perfect. Hello, hello, Young. How are you?
Đấy, thử đi.
Hello.
Hả? Thử đi. Nói gì vậy? Hello.
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 Hi. What is your name?
My name Mr. An. How are you?
Mr. On. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what you want me to call you, as Mr. On?
Excuse me.
You want me to call
Could
you
you?
Mr. On? Okay. All right, and my name is Holly, and where are you guys? Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Vietnam.
Vietnam. Okay, welcome. All right, and hi, Min. How are you again?
Hi,
Nice to see
teacher.
you.
Yes,
Nice to see you.
yes.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. Yeah.
All right. All right. So in this lesson we are doing the number 4, and um, okay, let's go ahead and mute his. Okay. All right. Okay. Hi, Nader. How are you? Can you speak today?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you doing today?
I'm great. I
Great.
have problems
Awesome.
with my Hangouts application.
Oh, have you? Okay. Well, I'm glad
So
you're
I'm
able
very
to.
happy
Yeah.
to
Yeah. I
sort it
know.
out.
Good. I know it's been a while since I've actually heard your voice, so
Yeah,
you've come up
because
and.
today is an
Uh-huh.
off day, so
Oh,
I
is
actually
it?
can speak.
It's an off day. Okay. All right. All right.
Anyway, nice to see you.
Okay. I wonder what's going on with this other class. What's going on? It's like a group of people. All right. Yeah. So, Anton, this is Min from Vietnam, and Nader from. He's from Egypt, but he lives in Saudi Arabia. Is that correct, Nader? Do I remember
Yeah,
right?
you're perfectly correct.
Oh, right. I think you were the first one I actually remembered. So, and because you were one of my first students, I think, when I started at Verbling, and this is Anton. This is his second day learning on Verbling, and he is from is it what you said, Siberia, Anton? And
Yeah,
then
from Siberia.
yeah, okay. Hi, Cornell. How are you? Good morning. And hello, Rashid.
Hello, hi.
Hi. You have your other account because it said RA instead of RA,
Oh,
the Rashid.
that's the way. Okay. Yes, I think I use them interchangeably, but I'm not aware of that.
Uh-huh. Okay. Oh yeah. It's funny, but because I was taken aback because I memorized that
Yes.
RA was Rashid, and then when Rashid came up, I was like, who is this? Is this a new person? So
No, it's the Rashid from
so
the
and
beginning. Yes.
yeah, from the Netherlands. All right. And who's this? This is okay, Nyang, I guess. Okay, and Cornell, can you speak?
Yes, hi,
All
how are
right,
you?
good morning. How are you?
I'm okay, more or less. And you? Are you better than yesterday?
I just different symptoms, but I still definitely have a cold, but I'm not as bad as I was 2 days ago. So, and a few hours ago, I wasn't doing all that hot either. So, but I'm much better now. But
It,
yes, Rashid.
it is a flu or are you cold or
It's either a flu or I've started to wonder since I've been living with this cat for the last 3 weeks. I've started to wonder if maybe it's allergies and I'm allergic to the cat stuff. So I don't know. But it feels like a cold though. So, um,
okay?
but
One more information about the illness. According to Hungarian traditional treatment, you
uh-huh.
should drink, mm, for example, whiskey or something like that. In Hungary, there is a special drink like whiskey. It is pálinka. It is a Hungarian
Mm.
unique. But I, I would like to recommend you to drink a whiskey or something like that.
That's a good idea. My friend where I'm house sitting, she does have some Jack Daniels in her refrigerator. I should grab some. So, yeah, good. Yeah, I don't think I will though because I haven't drank and so I don't drink alcohol very much. But that's a good one. Um, it does make you forget though. So, and hello, Ahmed. How are you this morning?
How are you? I am fine.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. So this class, we will be going over the number 4, and we'll be doing several different activities. And just to go over where and who everybody is. My name is Holly, and I'm from Idaho in the United States. This is Anton from Siberia, and he's new to Verbling, so we give you a warm welcome. Then we have Cornell from Hungary, Min from Vietnam, Nader from, he's from Egypt, but he's living in Saudi Arabia. And then we have Mr. An and from Vietnam, and then we have Ahmed from, is it Mauritania? But you're living in Qatar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. And so let's go ahead and get started. So let's look at, we're going to be doing various things with the theme of 4, and it's amazing, just choosing a number, what kinds of things you can come up with. So we have these 4 pictures right here, and what do these items have to do with the number 4? Ahmed, what about these? What do they have to do with the number 4?
This wheel, we use it in the car to move in.
Okay, and in order to drive the car, you need to have 4 wheels. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. All right. And Cornell, what about this one right here? What does this have to do with the number 4?
It could be a Range Rover or something like that. I imagine that because of cars and tires, that Formula 1 is starting tomorrow.
Formula 1. Okay. Yeah. Is Formula 1 starting?
Sorry?
Is Formula 1 starting tomorrow?
Yeah, as far as I know, yes.
Okay. Is Formula 1 popular in Hungary?
Yes, there is a race in Hungary and in the world as well.
Okay.
You know, there are 21 or 22 races in all.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about them, but I have not heard much about Formula 1 since I moved back to the States.
Because it is not popular in US, but there was some traditional races in US, but IndyCar is more popular than Formula 1 in the States.
Okay, excellent, thank you. And Nader, why would you think that a car would have to do with the number 4? Can you think of any other things?
Because it's a 4-wheel car. It's a 4x4.
4x4, yeah, 4-wheel drive, for example. Okay, all right. And Rashid, what about this? What does this have to do with the number 4, and what is it?
I think it's a snooker ball. To do snooker.
Okay, a snooker, or there's a couple other games as well. A snooker and also just billiard.
Yeah, yes,
billiard or pool.
Numbers, but, okay. Sorry?
Pool is another game.
Oh yeah, pool. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, and so it's just a game that has the number. Okay. All right. Anton, do you know much about snooker, billiards, or pool? Does 4 have any significance in those games?
Well, I know those games, but I never tried to play it.
Ah, okay. So you've never played it. Okay, awesome. That's fine. All right, and Mean, what about this one? What does that have to do with the number 4?
Yes, it's a birthday cake.
Uh-huh.
They have it have 4 candles. It means Someone has for you, so
Okay, so a fourth birthday party. Okay,
yeah.
all right. And Mr. An, in your country, what do people do for birthdays, especially for like a birthday, like a fourth birthday party? Is there any special tradition?
No, I don't think it's a special birthday.
Okay. Okay, and Young, Mr. An? Okay, you are muted, so you need to unmute. Okay, so maybe they're having internet problems. Okay, so yeah, okay, so nothing special for a fourth birthday. Also, I don't know about your countries, but in my country, somebody who is turning 40 might also only have 4 candles. So it could be a fourth birthday, or it could be a 40-year birthday party. So, all right. Let's go on. So, what were you doing? Anton, what were you doing 4 hours ago?
I slept.
Okay, so
I was sleeping.
I was sleeping. I was sleeping because we have the doing right here. So what were you doing? I was sleeping. Okay, and Cornell, what were you doing 4 hours ago?
4 hours ago.
Mhm.
I was sleeping.
I was sleeping. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. And
it was down in Hungary.
it was it was dawn in Hungary. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And I was 4 hours ago. I was teaching. I think. Yeah, I was teaching about dogs and cats.
And I sleeping in your lesson.
You're like that was I was having a hard time with that lesson for some reason, so I was surprised. So, Amin, what were you doing 4 days ago?
Yes, 4 days ago, I was working.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You were working or you were walking?
Working.
So say working.
Working. Yeah.
Working. So you need to make sure that you say the R sound, working.
Working.
Okay, so I was working 4 days ago. Okay, so Nader, what were you doing 4 days ago?
I was working 4 days ago.
I was working 4 days ago.
I was, yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, and Mr. An, Nyang, what were you doing 4 weeks ago? Are you able to speak? You need to unmute. Okay. All right, maybe they're having problems. So, Ahmed, what were you doing 4 weeks ago? So that would have been in February.
Nothing especially. I was in Saudi Arabia. I visited. I went there in religious trip.
Oh, good.
And I came back maybe before 1 week.
Okay, so we came. Okay, so I returned, or I came back 1 week ago. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
And Rashid, how about you? What were you doing 4 weeks ago?
4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, I was in Belgium.
I
was there also on vacation. I think for a long weekend, and I was traveling from Friday and was back on Monday, so it was not so long. So I was in Belgium.
Yeah, and I was. It was kind of my true Friday because I was taking the weekend off, and I was going to stay at a hotel that weekend, and so that was my. I took a little mini vacation and went to about just 30 miles away, not very far, but okay, so that's what I did as well. So Anton, what were you doing 4 months ago?
Oh, 4 months ago, I started new project, and
Hmm.
which I finished on this week.
Mm. Okay. Oh, really? So you just finished the project this week? Awesome. So did you have a party or anything?
I decided to make party on 8th March
Uh-huh. Okay.
because it's Women Day.
Oh, Woman's Day. Okay. Awesome. All right. And Cornell, what were you doing 4 months ago? So that would have been
As far as I know,
December.
I participate in one of Werbling lessons.
Yeah,
It-
and I was teaching one of the verbling lessons. Yeah. So when you before you were working, when you were looking for a job, how many hours a day did you spend on verbling?
it depends on type of Werbling lessons.
Hmm.
Average 2 or 3 hours per day.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
Yeah. After that, I I learn another topic individually.
Hmm. So you did some own training as well. So yeah, perfect. All right. And Mean, how about you? What were you doing 4 months ago?
Yes, 4 months ago, nothing special from happened to me. Working.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
So is this so you were just basically doing the same thing that you do now
yes,
every day?
yes.
Okay.
I work in 6 days a week. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Oh, you work 6 days a week?
Sometimes I have to work on Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay. Is that normal for in Japan for people to work 6 days a week?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I know. I remember when I lived in Korea, it was normal for people to work 5.5, so they always worked on Sunday morning as well. So, Nader, how about you? What were you doing 4 months ago?
I was doing nothing special. It was always work. So if you ask me what will you do next month, I will tell you the same.
Uh-huh. Okay, it's the same thing as 6 months ago. And is that your daughter?
Not my daughter, it's my son.
Your son. Okay, tell him we said hello. Say hello.
Thank you.
How
Say hello.
old is he?
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, awesome.
I'm sorry.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. How old is he, Nader?
He's 3 years old.
3. Awesome.
Thank you.
So awesome. Okay. It sounds like he's speaking English and everything. So, Ahmed, how about you? What were you doing 4 months ago?
4 months.
Uh-huh.
I went to London,
Mm-hmm.
where I was in a trip, in a work trip.
Mm-hmm.
I cover one event there called the exhibition of travel in a neighbor of London called Excel. I
Mm-hmm.
uh, I was there for 1 week, and I covered that event and went back and came back.
Mm-hmm. So you
Came
do a
back.
lot of you do a lot of traveling for your job then, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome. That's great. So have you called in from Verbling from different places in the world, or do you only study Verbling when you're not traveling?
In that period, I didn't have a subscription with it, but now I am planning for trip to Manchester
Uh-huh.
uh, for learning English there. I try to join it from there.
Uh-huh. Cool. Awesome. All right. And Rashid, what were you doing 4 months ago?
4 months ago.
Mm.
Okay. I think also It was no November, right?
Yeah, November.
Yeah, it's in November days in November, December. It's always busy at work. So I think I was working a lot
Okay. Yeah.
to finish up the year. So,
Uh-huh.
but
Okay.
nothing very special, I think.
Uh-huh. Okay. And yeah, and that's basically me. I was with some of you guys here on Verbally, so nothing special though. 4 years ago though, maybe things have changed in 4 years. So, Anton, what were you doing 4 years ago?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No worries.
I was in armed forces.
Ah, okay. So you're in the military, serving your country. Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was in my country.
Uh-huh. All right. And Cornell, what were you doing 4 years ago?
4 years ago, I was working at chemistry company, and I had a fixed time contract at there. Yeah, and I wasn't delighted. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, my position was logistics and sales co-worker.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's always a logistics type job at this chemical company. Okay. And I'm sorry, Mean, what were you doing 4 years ago?
Yes, 4 years ago I were working in the same company like now.
Okay, so doing the same thing 4 years ago. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Nader, has your life changed in the last 4 years? What were you doing 4 years ago?
I got hitched 4 years ago.
You got
married
married 4 years ago.
So it was a big event for me.
Congratulations.
What? Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. And then 3 years ago, you had a little boy.
Yeah, and he likes a Cornell picture very much. He tells me to buy a ball.
Oh, yeah. So
He likes his boy.
Excellent. Mr. On, can you speak yet? Okay. Well, Ahmed, what were you doing 4 years ago?
For 4 years ago, I was in another place, for working. I shifted from a newspaper to this agency where I now working. Where I am now working now. In that period, I was in this newspaper. I work there maybe hard than when I was here when I was here in agency. And I remember that before 4 years I was in my new wife.
Okay, so and then you also had gotten married too.
Yeah.
So you were newlywed at the time. So
yeah.
Awesome. And Rashid, what were you doing 4 years ago?
4 years ago, I was in the same. I was also in the same company. And but I had another role. I was a project manager. So and now I'm doing something else. So there's a little bit change in my work, but I work in the same company.
Okay. All right. And 4 years ago, I had to think, what was I doing? And that was in March of 2011. And at that time, I had just started working as an item writer, where I wrote multiple choice tests for language exams. And I was just basically in training for that. And at the same time, I was transitioning from teaching full time to that, and I was offered a position working 4 nights a week, about, I think it was at 11 and 12 o'clock at night, and 11, 12, and 1, teaching Korean elementary students that live in a rural area. And so I taught them, and that was a very interesting period. And at the same time, I had a foreign exchange student who was living with me from Switzerland. And so I was kind of like a mom or an aunt type thing, and that was really fun, getting to know her and showing her America. And 4 years ago in March, I took her on a cross the country trip, and I worked from the hotel while she shopped, and so it was really a good experience. So, all right, let's go on. Okay, so we have, on this next page, we have some idioms that have to do with the number 4. We have between you and me and these 4 walls, 4 sheets to the wind, from all corners of the world, on all fours, a 4-letter word, and the $64,000 question. Okay, so I thought maybe for this one we're going to make this more or less be a listening activity. And so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to read to you guys the definitions, and you guys tell me which one it is, which idiom that is. Okay. So the first one I'm going to read. If the person is First of all, before I start, do any of you guys know these idioms? Any of these idioms familiar to you?
Not all. No.
Not all, but a couple?
No. A couple, yes.
Okay, so you know a couple. Cornell, do you know some?
I have no idea for them.
Oh, you know a few of them? About maybe 4 of them. Nader, are you familiar with them?
Yeah, I know all of them except 2. On all fours, okay. And 4 sheets to the wind.
Okay. Yeah, and 4 sheets to the wind, I can believe that wouldn't be a work in Saudi Arabia. So that's probably why you don't know that one. Ahmed, do you know all of these?
Yeah, I know only the number 3 from all corners of the world.
Okay, so you know some. And Amin, do you know these?
Actually, they are strange for me.
Okay, they're strange for you. Okay, so this will be a challenging. Anton, do you know some of these?
I can guess first, but except that I don't know.
Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read to you the definitions, and then I'm going to put them in, I'm going to copy and paste it and put it in the Google chat. That way you guys can see it. So look at the Google chat instead of the Verbling chat. Okay, so the first one I'm going to read, and you guys can guess what it means. It means either drunk or intoxicated. What would that be? Anybody?
4 sheets to the wind.
4 sheets to the wind. Do you see that's why you wouldn't know it? Because it's not really in
That's
Saudi
how I
Arabia.
guessed it.
Yeah, I wondered if you would. So if somebody is intoxicated, you can say that they are 4 sheets to the wind. So here's an example of a sentence that can be used for 4 sheets to the wind. She's not just tipsy. She's 4 sheets.
What does mean intoxicated?
Intoxicated means drunk. It's another word for drunk.
Okay.
Yeah. After only 3 beers, Gary was 4 sheets to the wind. So if you could say, if a person is drunk, you can say that the person is 4 sheets to the wind. Don't have a clue where that came from, but anyway. All right, so very good, Nader. All right, so 1 point for Nader if we were doing this as a game. So, okay, next one. This one is an important or difficult question in which people do not know the answer to.
It's the last one, I think.
Is it the last one? Very good, Rashid. Very good. Okay. Okay. Bear with me a moment. I'm having problems. Okay. Yeah, so the $64,000 question is an important or difficult question which people do not know the answer to. So an example for that one would be
Holly, may I have a question?
Yes.
Why is $64,000?
Now that I don't know. To be really honest with you, I do not know the etymology of these idioms at all. So, good question. I wish I could tell you.
Yes, there was in the Netherlands. There was also a game. I don't know if it's from the game or.
It could be from the game.
I don't know.
It definitely could be from the game because there was a game it was in the 70s actually, something about $64,000. So that it could be from that, but to be honest with you, I don't want to say that because if it's not true. So will she marry him or not? That's the $64,000 question. So anytime there's an important question that nobody knows the answer to, you would say $64,000 question. Okay, so another one, a somewhat affected way of signaling that you are about to tell a secret. This is a way of signaling that you are about to tell a secret. Anyone know what that one is?
Yes, it's the first one, I think.
Yes.
Between you and these four walls.
Yes, between me and you and these four walls. That is exactly. So an example would be okay. Bear with me. There's two examples here, and okay. Example would be Jill says, "How much did you get for your used car?" Jane says, "Well, between you and me and these four walls, $5,000." So it's basically anytime it's a secret, don't tell anybody. But this is the situation, okay? And another one. This one means on one's hands and knees. On one's hands and knees. What one would that be?
On all fours.
On all fours, absolutely. On all fours, yeah. So Cornell, your baby, is he still on all fours or is he starting to walk?
Sorry, could you please repeat it?
Is your baby on all fours still, or has he started to walk?
Walk?
Is he walking now?
Yes, but we help him to walk because he is not able to walk individually.
Okay, so he's still kind of toddling. Okay. An example here is I dropped a contact lens and spent an hour on all fours looking for it. Or the baby can walk but is on all fours most of the time anyway, which is Cornell's baby's situation. So he isn't a year yet though, right? How old is he? Cornell?
Yeah, sorry, 9 months ago.
9 months, okay.
9 months,
so he's not even a year, so that's cool. Okay, all right. And next one. This is a short letter that is a short word letter that is extremely rude. What would this one be? A short word that is extremely rude.
A 4-letter word.
Yes, a 4-letter word. She said a 4-letter word. I can't believe she said a 4-letter word. Okay, the player was an example here is the player was suspended after using a variety of 4-letter words in front of the umpire. So this is how it's used. So the player was suspended after using a variety of 4-letter words in front of the umpire. So does anybody, what is an umpire in English? Anybody know?
The referee?
Yeah. The difference between an umpire and a referee is the referee is he judges and blows the whistle on sports where he runs with the team. So that would be both footballs, European and American football, and basketball and hockey. Those are referees. If you're an umpire, you actually stand.
Tennis?
Yeah, tennis would be an umpire. Baseball would be an umpire. Anytime where volleyball is, you have an umpire, so the umpire just stands and does not move. They watch a line, pretty much. So that's an umpire.
Sorry, but functionally they do the same, or not? Or...
Yeah, functionally they do the same. They just don't run with the team, so they don't run back and forth. So the referee is the one that runs with the team, and so the sports where they're in stripes and whatever, and they have the whistles and they run back and forth and watching the team very closely, that would be a referee. But functionally they're the same. So, okay, and now we have the last one, from all corners of the world. Does somebody have a question?
Yes, a 4-letter word we can replace with an F word.
Yes, you could say F word. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then from all corners of the world, or from the 4 corners of the world, would be from all places in the world. So, for example, here in this Verbling class, we have all of you guys, we are all from all 4 corners of the world. I guess we don't have anybody here in this hour from South America because it's night for them, but that would be that is an example here in Verbling. So an example for this is bear with me a moment. People came from all corners of the world to attend the conference. So that is an example from that. Any questions about any of these?
No.
Oh, all right. All right. So let's go on. So, all right. So, Anton, can you talk about 4 TV shows you love to watch?
Well, I don't watch any TV shows. I don't like TV.
Uh-oh. Maybe we should do it this way then. Can you choose one of these that you could? Let's have everybody do this. Everybody choose one of the things that can you talk about 4 of something that you want to share. Because if I ask, it might be I don't know. Yeah. So Anton, can you choose one?
Answer the second question.
Okay.
Can you talk about 4 places you would like to go on vacation?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first 2 places I would like to go on vacation is New Zealand and Australia. New Zealand because it's animal world, not animal, but how say, it has a very interesting placement and just interesting country to me because on another side of world. Um, Australia because it has interesting animal world like kangaroo, alligators, and stuff like that.
Okay, and two more places.
Third place is Mongolia. I just interested what how people live there. The fourth place is United States of America. And to be more exact, I want to go on vacation on Hawaii.
Okay, so that's not really the U.S., but it is. But it's not the lower the 48. So awesome. And why Hawaii?
I was told that it has the volcanic.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Awesome. All right, Cornell, can you tell us? Can you choose one and answer?
Can you talk about 4 websites you visit daily?
Okay.
Weblink. It is the first one. The Hungarian national sports website. And yeah, and
makes sense.
Yeah, and Sky Sports. It is an English sports website, and some Hungarian job websites.
Okay, so Verbling, 2 sports sites, and then a job site. That's great. That's great. All right, Mean, how about you? Can you choose one of these?
I choose a poor place. I would like to go on vacation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Yes. I would like to go to Europe countries because I had never been there before.
Is there any specific European countries, or would you like to just go to all of them?
France, England, and America, yeah. And Netherlands, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Excellent. Okay, and so Nader, how about you?
I would choose three places I have been on vacation.
Or four places.
Yeah, but I don't have 4 places.
Oh, okay. You're going to talk about 3.
Yeah,
but that was a couple days ago.
I've been to Bahrain and Qatar, Egypt. I can say Saudi Arabia, but I've never been in Saudi Arabia for vacation.
Okay, but kinda,
maybe for a weekend.
Yeah. So, but what is Bahrain like? Because I've heard a lot of really good things about.
Bahrain is a very, very small country, to be honest. It's like 30 minutes from my place here by car.
Oh, really?
So it's very easy to be there. If you wanna come to any place in the Middle East, I would suggest Dubai. Dubai is much better.
Really?
Honest.
I've been to Dubai already. So.
Yeah, so you have seen it all, as they say.
I haven't seen it all. I really did like Dubai. It was really good. But I've heard that Bahrain is a great place for people to go. In fact, I had a colleague go to Bahrain to teach English, and he was an older British man who the reason he was teaching English was to travel and go birding. So he would go during his free time. He would go look at birds, and so that's why he chose Bahrain. So
Maybe if you like bird watching.
Yeah, I don't like it, but
I don't like it either.
But all right, and Mr. An, can you speak yet? Are you able to speak? Okay. Ahmed, how about you? Can you choose one?
Okay. Maybe for a place to I would like to go on vacation.
Okay. Talk to us.
Yes, maybe the first place I want to I hope to visit it is United States because I heard a lot about the diversity of its places, the weather, the diversity of weather and people and the culture there in the United States.
Is there any specific place in the U.S.?
Sorry?
Is there any specific place or the entire U.S.?
Not really. I want only to visit it because it's like not country, it's a huge country, and I planning to visit it, but I don't know how I can visit it because I already visited many places in the world, but the United States and the whole America, like Canada, remain a mystery for me.
Yeah. There is, when you consider going to the U.S., you have to decide, do you want to see small town or do you want to see big city? So
both of them. I want to see both of them. I want to go not in 1 week or like that. I want to go in maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks to discover what it look like, how people there live. Because sometime here my wife has her doctor there, not her doctor, her sister, her sister there in United States in Cincinnati place.
Yeah, because I was going to suggest that you go to Chicago and start out in Chicago because that's a big city, but it's really easy to go to smaller towns from there.
Yeah. So I hope to visit United States and Canada and Australia. Those 3 places I usually I have the ability to go there, but the problem I haven't a time. I haven't the time to go. This is the main problem because I have in 40 days in the year, and when vacation came, when vacation come, I really think about my parents, how I usually planning to visit them, and that sometime not make me have time to go to these places. That's the problem.
Okay, yeah, and the thing is about the U.S. and Canada, they're so different depending on where you go. So it's really important. Anyway, Rashid, how about you? What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the 4 favorite, or I have 3. 3 favorite ASL websites.
Okay, 3 favorite ESL websites. Okay.
I set them on the Google.
ESLpod.com.
Yeah. The first is aslpod.com, and then verbling.com and a4sl.org, and especially the first one, aslpod.com. That's a site which the teacher, whose name is Dr. McQuillan, is telling a story in a low speed, and then do the same at the native speed. And in the end, he explained all the words he has used in his story. And every time I listen to him, I learn always a few words. Not everything is new, but a few words, and and that makes it not so difficult to understand what he says. But you learn every time, yeah. So every time new words, and that's I like that. I like that approach. So
that's good. I'll have to look into that. So, and what is a4esl.org? I think I've seen it before, but what specifically?
It's a site which I don't know. I come not very much there, but it's a site you can also do some activities from reading to do vocabulary or some puzzles to learn some new words. And it has also different languages. So you can translate something to Chinese. Not that I understand Chinese, but you can do it. And it's a very, and it's also a big how you call it? You have a lot of games and that kind of things. And for me, it makes it easy to learn something in the form of a game. Then it makes it also funny to do it.
Yeah, I spent back in, I think it was in 2007. I spent hours building games for my students, online games, so that for that very reason, it's so much easier to learn vocabulary if you're doing something, and being a little bit more active. So awesome. All right. So okay, somebody ask me one of these. I think I could talk about any of this. Anyone want to ask me?
I would ask you, can you talk about 4 places you would like to go on vacation?
Oh, 4 places I would like to go on vacation. Oh, wow. Okay. One place I would like to go, and I've heard about these all-inclusive hotel type stays where you go maybe to the Caribbean or Turkey or somewhere close to the sea, where basically when it's all inclusive, you pay, the food and everything is free or is part of the price. And I've always wanted to try to go to one of those. So I'm not sure exactly where I would go. Maybe I've thought Mallorca or the Canary Islands or something like that. Another place I've always wanted to go on vacation is the same as Anton, is Mongolia. Probably the same reason. I just want to see what it's like. My vision of Mongolia is snow and people in really thick parkas. So I just want to see what Mongolia is really like. And and then I've never been to the east coast of my country, and I've always wanted to go to the east coast. So I eventually would like to do that as well. And I also would like to take a road trip from the U.S. through Canada all the way up to Alaska, and do that as well. So those are the 4 vacations I want to go, but I could probably list about 10, but those are the 4 that I've thought about right now. So thank you.
That was very interesting. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Well, thank you for asking. All right. Well, I want to thank for your participation. I hope you learned some new words, some new idioms, and got a chance to practice. And I hope to see you again in another class sometime soon. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Nice weekend.